Oh, what is this? Valve is communicating. We are hearing from our overlords. They've sent us a message of good faith. And yes, apparently 7.28, the long-awaited patch that we've been waiting for 5 months, is coming in mid-December, okay? Yes, mid-December. But in today's video, I briefly want to read over the recent newsletter from Valve, and I also want to talk about my hopes for the patch, and then have a discussion with you guys in the comment section down below about what your hopes for the patch are as well. I'm going to read this letter, and then there was also one other like picture thing that I saw that I'll be showing you guys as well. So yeah, let's hop into the video. Obviously, this one will be more so on the shorter side, and yeah, if you want to support the channel, it helps us out a ton if you just click the like button and watch through the entire video. Alright, let's get into it. Also, I have a quick question, guys. Did you know that gameleap is currently running a 50% off sale? What? Well, I know I caught you off guard there, but it's very important you go sign up right now. It's for a limited time, and a lot of you guys, I know, okay? You're watching my videos, but you're still stuck in your bracket. You can't get out. If you want to get out, click the link down below, sign up, and you can get a really good deal by using the code BLACK50 when you're signing up. So go click it now, and let's get into the video. You can see on November 24th, the Dota team put up upcoming updates. With Thanksgiving coming around the corner, by the way, guys, I hope you all have a very nice Thanksgiving. I will personally be also eating a turkey. You know, it's always a good time. Turkey, mashed potatoes, corn. But let's get back into the notes. With Thanksgiving coming around the corner, we wanted to take the opportunity to thank you all for your continued support during the year and wish you stay safe and healthy during this time. Additionally, we wanted to give you another quick update about some of the upcoming things we're working on. Thank you so much, Valve. That means the world to me. I hope you guys stay safe as well. As we mentioned in the previous Dota Plus update, the new season will be starting December 1st and will feature a seasonal quest reset. Okay, so there's going to be a lot more quests to do, which is funny because a lot of people, I guess, lose their progress, but it is what it is. There's going to be a seasonal quest reset, so a lot more challenges to do in Unranked. I will likely be trying to complete some of them. Not all the time, I do them occasionally. A new seasonal treasure and more treasures. Okay. We also have started rolling in the back-end changes to gather data for the upcoming Overwatch features. Are they talking about Overwatch 2? What is Overwatch? I forget what, I don't even remember what Overwatch, what is Overwatch, guys? Comment it down below. I actually can't remember what Overwatch is. What is this? I feel like I definitely remember reading something, but I can't remember exactly. When fully implemented, this tool will allow users to review suspicious matches and help identify bad actors in addition to our existing systems. Oh, well, I should have just kept reading. So it looks like they're going to be implementing Overwatch, which seemingly is basically like peer review. Everyone gets to look at each other's matches, and I'm kind of curious to see how they'll choose people to review suspicious matches and, you know, identify bad actors, because to be honest, my biggest concern is that, let's say you get a couple of spiteful Overwatch overlords, and they're just like, yeah, let's all watch the same game. I don't know if that's possible. Maybe there's ways they're already avoiding this, but they watch the same game and they ban someone just because they played bad, rather than what you would hope someone would get banned for, which is, of course, things that are very egregious, such as running down mid and dropping their items and you know, screaming profanity consistently. But alright, let's keep going. On the gameplay front, this is what I'm in it for. Our original plan for the new hero was November 30th. However, she needs a bit more time. Alright, so it's a girl to cozy up for the winter. Alright, understandable. She needs a bit more time. We will be releasing her along with the 7.28 gameplay update in mid-December. Alright, well, I guess it is a bit of a bummer, to be honest, that it is not coming out November 30th, which I suppose we were hoping for. But, okay, mid-December, at least they didn't say, guys, we got to push it back to next May. Unfortunately, we got to wait till May. Just seems like a bad. Mid-December is acceptable. Finally, we are excited to announce the 2021 Dota Pro Circuit will start on January 18th. Oh, that's actually quite a ways away. Okay, that's like 2 months. Wow, it's kind of a while. Is that usually when it starts? I mean, I'm not necessarily complaining here. I'm just genuinely curious. Is that usually when it starts? 16 teams within 2 divisions will compete in each of the 6 regional leagues. The best from each region will qualify to the first major of the season. More information on schedule and details will be available soon. You know what's kind of sad, guys? I know a lot of people have probably forgotten. Honestly, I'm just going to give my opinion here, my honest opinion. I feel like Valve is wanting us to forget about the old system they were potentially going to put in. Maybe they still will. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it based upon what I'm reading here. But it was like the semi-pro circuit. You guys know what I'm talking about? You know, they were saying like there was going to be like an A division, a B division, a C division, a D division, and an E division. I think there was like different titles for each division. But basically, you know, players were going to be able to play like essentially competitive Dota in their divisions, essentially regardless of their rank. Obviously, the higher MMR you are, the higher likelihood you'll be able to play on a good team and in these divisions. But it was cool because tier 2 players and tier 3 players finally had an opportunity to make a couple quid, couple dollars. But I don't see any talk about that, which I'm hoping Valve discusses, to be honest, because I feel like that was going to be really cool for a lot of players. It was going to support the competitive scene and optimally increase the longevity of Dota. And now for the second half of the video, I guess I want to speculate a little bit on the new patch. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I really do in the comments. You know, I want to listen and kind of read up on what people are hoping for in this new patch. Do you hope Dota becomes faster paced? Do you want it to go back to the patch when there was 2 tomes and everyone got a ton of XP? Do you want that? Do you want Dota to continue to slow down? What heroes do you want buffed? For instance, here's a couple of heroes, about 6 or 7, that I want to see get buffed. Number 1 is Dazzle. I just feel like this hero is brutally out of place right now. I frankly don't know what the purpose of picking Dazzle is. It's a decent hero in pubs, I'll be honest, but it's just awkward. You know, it's awkward. The hero's laning stage is okay. It's alright. Poison Touch, as a spell, essentially requires you to have a safe laner with some sort of disable. Otherwise, it feels very difficult to use this spell. It's purgeable. Honestly, in my opinion, one of the better changes that could be made to Poison Touch to make Dazzle a viable hero, that I think could be a great change, like even his only change, this would make him much more viable, is if Poison Touch pierced spell immunity. Not necessarily, it should be like Maledict, where you can't use it through BKBs. Like if someone BKBs, you can't just Poison Touch them, right? I think that would be a bit too strong. But it's like Maledict, if you put it on them, and then they BKB, it doesn't purge it. And same thing with Lotus Orbs and Eels. It's just like your only disable spell is just purgeable. It's like, what? How is that possible? And so yeah, I think that's a buff that would be extremely nice for Dazzle. That makes a lot of sense to me. And maybe slightly increase the slow as well. And then all of a sudden, I think this hero would become quite viable. Because this laning stage would then make a lot more sense. You couldn't just easily counterpick Dazzle. I mean, literally, heroes with purges like Oracle and Abaddon and Legion, I mean, they just make Dazzle feel nearly useless in the laning stage, which is a shame. I don't feel like most heroes should be useless, like completely useless in the laning stage. Next up on the list, we have OD. I actually don't think the hero is that bad necessarily in the right game, but you really need to be playing it against like Troll and Morphling, and even against Morphling, it's kind of meh. He can still, do a lot of magical damage to you. But if it's not a good OD game, I feel like this hero is just clunky. Ever since they made Astral like dog cast range to level 1, I mean, it is so bad. It's so bad. You can't Astral people in the laning stage nearly as well as you could in the past, and honestly, I'm kind of okay with this change. It just hurt the hero a lot, and I don't know how you fix OD, because honestly, I never spend any time playing this hero. I don't care about OD. Frankly, I don't like OD as a hero, but I do feel like it should get buffed nonetheless, putting my emotions aside. Then we have Silencer. I think this hero is like pretty close to being a viable hero. I mean that. I actually think the hero is a bit underrated and should be considered more in various matchups, but it always runs into the same issues that Silencer runs into. As a core, can't really farm, you get locked down pretty easily, you're very gankable, and as a support, you just have such a long cooldown ultimate. It's very awkward, and yeah, that's kind of his dilemmas, so maybe they could just buff up some of his spells, some number changes. I think that would be good enough. The hero is very close to being viable, in my opinion. Next up on the list, we have PUDGE. I mean, come on, like, they need to lower hook cooldown by like 5 seconds at every level. Maybe 3, okay, 3. 5 was a bit high. I think that's what they should do. Or what they should do, okay, one or the other. They should either change the hook or increase rot by like 10%. Slow. I know that's a lot. Like, that's a lot, but he needs it. He needs it. You hook someone, and unless you have, like, level 4 rot, they just walk away. Because you're slow. Your hero's, like, 280 base. It's so bad. It's so bad. Then we have Tinker. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. This hero, maybe, like, lower the mana cost of some of his spells. Help him out during the early game. It would also make him much more sustainable in the mid game. That's an option. Then we have HUSKAR. What do you guys think about HUSKAR? Have you been seeing HUSKAR in your pubs? I personally have seen like little to none in my pubs. I never see this hero. I feel like they made Sanj worse on him for sure. You know, you can't make these like status resist god build on Huskar anymore. They increased the price of armlet not too long ago. And yeah, I don't know. I think this hero, it needs to be given away where it can be a little bit better in the laning stage, like slightly better in more even matches, right? Like, let's say the Lina Huskar matchup or the Leshrac Huskar. I think it needs to be a little bit better, maybe some number buffs to its passive, and then farm a little bit faster. Maybe they could, yeah, I think they could just buff the passive a little bit and make the hero viable. And finally, last but not least on the list, we have Luna. I just think out of all the safe lane heroes, while it is viable in some games, and we have seen pro teams pick it, you know, typically you'll pick it with like another ranged hero in lane because it only provides damage to ranged heroes. I don't know why, like, I really just feel like they should just make Luna be viable as a support again. I don't like the fact that they made it where it's only ranged heroes get the buff of Lunar Blessing, which is the extra base damage. I don't get it. I just straight up do not get it. Why did they do that? The hero was fine, like, when it could give damage to, I think it was everyone, right? Yeah, she used to give damage to everyone. I felt like Luna was like this really cool hero. Like, I enjoyed watching this hero. Like, maybe some people found it boring because it's just like a walking damage passive and cool nuke. But I really feel like that was like, I don't like the fact that they made it for ranged heroes. I personally just disagree with that. I don't feel like you could pick Luna and be like, yeah, this is Drow, and we're going to pick her with a bunch of ranged heroes. And because the problem is, Drow can actually kite people. Drow is a silence, Drow is a slow, Drow is a long range slow. Luna, she can't kite people. She's like melee range, and then she has like a mini stun, and that's it. You can't kite people with the Luna draft. And Luna also can't really fight nearly as well as Drow can in the early game for the same exact reasons. And so I just don't like the fact that Lunar Blessing is like, you have to pick another ranged right-click hero to make this viable. You gotta pick Medusa. Oh shoot, you have a Medusa, now you can't farm. And you're playing Luna and there's no camps. And yeah, so that's gonna be where we end the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you have to say. As I said, I want this to be a discussion, so leave your comment down below. Smash the like button, as per usual. And of course, use the code BLACK50 to sign up to the gameleap website. 50% off, can you believe that, guys? For Thanksgiving, come on, do me a deed. Do me a deed. Get a gameleap sub, 50% off, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.